April.
Kenny.
Bruce. Ron.
Kaylee.
And I'm Matthew. Guns just so happen to be my passion, and I love them, and I'm always going to love them no matter what. They're a great tool, and they're just an awesome, great self-defense object. Like Michael Snyder said, over the past 20 years, gun sales have absolutely exploded, but homicides with firearms are down 39% at that time, and other crimes with firearms are down 69%. So what will banning guns do? It's like banning drugs. I mean, you make drugs illegal, you're always going to find a way to get them. You're going to find a black market or some illegal way to get them, no matter what. I mean, that's just the way the world works. I mean, you make money doing it, you're going to make money. I mean, if you ban guns, it's just going to take the guns away from the good guys, and they're just going to make the bad guys be more superior and more powerful. I mean, you're going to make the good guys and the normal law-abiding citizens the targets. Like Zach Bootchamp said, Chicago ranks 79th on Neighborhood Scout's list of the 100 most dangerous places to live in America. And get this, Chicago is a gun-free state. So how is it still on the top 100 list for most dangerous place to live in the United States if there's no guns? That means there's other ways of killing or doing harm to other people or crime. And that also means that, I mean, even if it's illegal, the bad guys will still find the guns. I mean, if they have their mindset on something, they're going to figure it out. So does it look like it's working? No. Guns aren't the problem, people are. Lane Filler said, the law-abiding gun owners aren't the problem. So what does that mean? That makes the bad guys the problem. They always will be. That's why they're the bad guys. I mean, it's like when a drunk driver kills someone, that's like blaming the car on him. I mean, you're not going to blame the tool, you're going to blame the person. If that person has their mindset and makes the decision, it's their fault for doing it. With this, I can help with operating guns safely by 10 simple rules. Okay. And the 10 simple rules come from Russ Chastain. Number 1, always point a gun in the safe direction. That means always point the gun away from anyone or away from anything that you don't want to destroy. Number 2, assume that any gun at any time is loaded. Always treat it as if it's loaded. Always treat it as if there's one in the chamber and it's ready to fire at that time. And like the first one, don't point at something you don't want to destroy. Number 3, keep your finger off the trigger at all times. Loaded, unloaded, at the range, at the gun store, just holding it. Always keep your finger off the trigger. This means keeping the trigger on the trigger guard and not on the actual round part of the trigger. Number 4, know what you're shooting at and beyond the target. Make sure that if you're shooting at a paper target, the paper target's not going to stop the bullet. It's just going to go right through. You never know what it's going to hit. I mean, make sure you're just not shooting in front of like an elementary school or something. I mean, that wouldn't be good. Number 5, be familiar with your gun. Always know your gun, always be able to field strip it, always be able to know if there's a misfire or a jam, you know what you're doing. Make sure you know how the gun works, and this will prevent a lot of accidents. Number 6, don't shoot at hard surfaces. I mean, this is just common sense. If you shoot at a hard surface, it's going to ricochet. I mean, it's going to make some kind of shrapnel from the bullet breaking. I mean, and get this, even water can even do this. I mean, water has a water tension so strong that if you hit it, the bullet can still break and ricochet. Number 7, don't rely on a safety mechanism. This means that on the handgun, don't rely on the safety. If you have the safety on, don't go around trying to pull the trigger depending on it. I mean, things do malfunction, and if that malfunctions and it does go off, I mean, you're out of luck. So just keep your finger off the trigger and you're not going to have that problem. Number 8, load your gun when you need to. Don't walk around the house with 10 loaded guns. I know a couple guys that do this, and I don't understand why. They walk around their house with loaded guns. Just have one loaded right next to your bed or in a safe, wherever you want it, for home defense. That's what it's used for. There's no need to have some kind of hunting rifle loaded in your closet for no reason. You're not going to use that if you have a handgun right next to you. Number 9, use the right kind of ammo. I know a couple of people that go to the range for the first time and they use a different caliber for a separate caliber handgun. I mean, that's a ticking time bomb. You put it in there and it's going to be a pipe bomb. So it's just going to cause you harm. Number 10, just pay attention. Shooting's fun, it's easy to get off track, and I mean, it makes sense, right? Just pay attention. If you're using a deadly weapon that can kill someone, same thing as driving. I mean, you're not going to drive and make a sandwich at the same time. You're going to pay attention, you're going to stay focused. If you follow these 10 steps, nothing bad is going to happen, I guarantee it. If you just stay focused, if you're not an idiot, if you just do smart things, you're going to have fun, and make sure you pass it down. I mean, pass it to your friend, your girlfriend, your parents, pass it to whoever. Educating other people with this gun knowledge is going to be a great thing, and you'll be able to pass it down, and they can go shoot with you, and I mean, you're going to pass down a great hobby in America's pastime. Just be educated and use common sense, and then together we can fight gun control and stop the stereotypes.
I have a question.